going to talk about decoctions today. It's another kind of a water infusion, another way to prepare herbs as a strong tea, okay? Before we start talking about decoctions though, I'm going to go off on a little side blurb about adaptogens. Adaptogens are herbal actions, and herbs that have adaptogenic actions are very special for your health. They help balance your body. There's 4 main characteristics for adaptogenic herbs, and that is that number 1, they help your body cope with internal and external stressors. That would include things like running a really fast race or going in and having a talk with your boss that's going to be unpleasant, or there's numerous stressors out there, right? So an adaptogen will help your body cope with that internally. An adaptogen will also stimulate your body to be able to have improved performance in both mental focus and clarity as well as physical performance. And then another thing that adaptogens do is they normalize the functions of the body, helping bring the body into balance. And then finally, adaptogens are entirely safe and they don't have any negative side effects. So when you take an adaptogenic herb, you're assured that it's going to be a safe, good herb to take and use on a tonic basis, which means on a daily basis. So I'm going to go ahead and blend another tea for you today, and then we're going to create a decoction. So this tea, and I'm going to use this part, I'm using parts again. This tea consists of eleuthero, and we're going to put in 3 parts of eleuthero root. Then we're going to put in 2 parts of rhodiola. We're going to use 2 parts of astragalus. We're going to use 1 part of ginger chips. These are chips you can buy that are just ground or dried up, cut and sifted ginger. They're very nice for teas. 1 part of cinnamon chips. Same thing with cinnamon chips. These are the cinnamon bark that's just been cut and sifted, so you don't have the fine powder, but you have like a little chip. And they're also great for making decoctions. 1 part of dandelion root, 1 part of holy basil Krishna. It's a special kind of basil. It's an adaptogenic basil with a spicy taste. It's very well known all over India. And this is a part of gotu kola, which is known as the longevity herb, which is cool. Now, just like the other tea blend that we made, we're just going to take our clean hands and we're going to blend up our tea. And now you have a tea that's primarily made up of roots and barks. I don't think I have any berries in here. We do have leaves, but they're a smaller portion of it, so I'm not going to worry about not decocting them with this mixture. I think they'll be just fine. Now, other herbs that you could use in your adaptogenic tea blend include schizandra, ashwagandha is very popular, maca root is another one. There's a lot of different adaptogenic herbs, so when you get ready to create your own blends, just do a little research and get a little feel for the taste. I love schizandra berries. I just didn't have any, or those would be added to this because they, in fact, schizandra is known as the all-flavor herb. It's got all of the different tastes in it, but so that's what we're going to do with this, is go decoct it right now. Okay, so at this point, the herbs have been simmering in the water for about 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and let them go for another 15 minutes. But you can see right now the water has already started to reduce and it's changing colors in the water. That means it's a good sign that the plants are breaking down really well. And in about 15 more minutes, I will show you the next step. Okay, so the decoction is ready. I've removed it from the stove. And we're going to go ahead and just strain it into a mason jar. You've probably noticed I'm pretty fond of mason jars. They're very handy. The glass is heat resistant and I just really like using them. And I want to say one more thing before I pour this decoction out, and that is that we're going to get into herbal syrups at some point here pretty soon, and those are so exciting and fun. But making a decoction is the first step in creating an herbal syrup. So here you go. There's a lot of reasons to know how to make a decoction. And then you just gently pour it into your cup. Most of my herb is actually staying at the bottom. And there I've got a good decoction. And it smells pretty good. It's kind of earthy. Oops, it's a little full, but that's okay. I'm going to let it cool down, and then I will enjoy drinking it.